one question I often get, which I'm interested because you've worked in large organizations typically. How do you build your profile meaningfully within an organization?
Yeah, I mean, this is a great question, and it's certainly something that I would encourage everyone to consider. I mean, I think for me, there's many ways you can do this. I always have recommended social events are a great opportunity to really build your profile, but connect with senior leaders. And there's always this kind of advert, like, people don't want to be seen as being overly keen or sucking up to a senior leader, right? But what I find is the more senior you get, the more adverse people are of approaching you and having a conversation with you. And so if you can go to a function or an event and make a really clear effort to go and speak to your CEO or your general manager, it will add value if you do it in an authentic way. Just, hey, want to talk to you about your family or what you're interested in outside of work. My recommendation would be don't steer it towards career and go, hey, did you see my sales results last month? I grew my account at 20%. People see through that pretty quickly. But I think for me, connecting in that way is really important. The other thing that we have in our organization, which I know a lot of other businesses do, is we've got Workplace, which is a great way to connect with the team more broadly. And for me, that's a great way to build your profile, because you can use Workplace or Yammer or any of these other social media forums to post about what you're doing in your role or some interesting insights in the industry. You can actually use it to comment on people's posts as well. And I think it takes some confidence, and you have to be brave to comment on the CEO's post or to pump someone up in a team that you've never met before. But the impact on that is really positive. And again, it's about getting your name out there constantly. So that's definitely a way in the new environment that we're in with COVID, where we're not connecting at social events and we're not connecting face to face, to really build your profile. And then the final one in today's environment with COVID is turn your camera on, be present. And it's something that we at Purina are really focused on in terms of being present with our camera on all the time where we can. But it's interesting in other organizations and in other forums that I've been in where people don't. Now, if it's 8 o'clock in the morning and you're still getting ready for work, I get it. But, if it's a business meeting and it's 11 o'clock in the morning, in my view, there's no reason why you wouldn't put your camera on and really be vocal. We use Microsoft Teams, and it only shows 9 tiles, I think, at the minute. And so if you're not actually being vocal and talking, your face doesn't come up on one of those tiles. And so the other recommendation I would have is at the start of the meeting, unmute and say hello, and then you're on that screen and people can see you. And I think that's being mindful of that and really driving that profile is critical. And I know I've experienced some people being uncomfortable with this before in the past, but if you want to get to the top and you want to build your profile, you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable.
That's a great way to finish, Jonathan. And that's us.